Assalamu alaikum, it's Mohammad here, and I'm going to be talking about what to do when you're scared to speak up. When you're scared to speak up. Okay, so most of my life I was not confident to speak in front of groups, in front of cameras and things like that. Alhamdulillah, I overcame it and it's no longer a problem. So in my life right now, I have no problem speaking anywhere, alhamdulillah. I don't mind TV channels, I don't mind Facebook, I don't mind big crowds, I don't mind anything in terms of speaking. But one thing which I feel is like my Achilles heel, it's like my kryptonite, is actually speaking in front of family. Alhamdulillah, I have a wonderful family which is really huge, hundreds of people in my family in this country, and the thought of speaking in front of them really kind of paralyzes me a little bit. And so I wanted to speak to you about a real life thing now, because I'm going through it right now, and I thought maybe by speaking to you it will benefit someone else as well, inshallah. Is that I've been asked to speak at an iftar where most of my family is going to be at. Now, just the thought of that, it kind of rattles me a little bit, even though I'm so confident, alhamdulillah, speaking now. And I don't know what it is. It's just like when you know that someone knows you so well. And for example, I'm thinking in the crowd is going to be my mom and dad. And I've never ever spoken in front of my mom and dad in terms of a speech that I remember anyway. So it's a very kind of strange and nerve-wracking thing for me. But I wanted to speak to you about how I'm dealing with it, so that inshallah when you have difficulties speaking up, you can deal with it in an effective way as well. So the first thing I'm doing is that I'm really making sure that I don't stop myself from doing it. And I think this is one of the big mistakes that we make, is that we let the fear or the anxiety get in the way of the action. So the first tip I would give is that take that fear, take that anxiety, and just be cool with it. Realize that the fear is there, the anxiety is there, and make sure that it doesn't stop you from taking action. So for me, it's like, okay, look, I feel uneasy about it, I'm uncomfortable, but you know what? I'm still going to do the right thing, which is to go and give value to the audience, even if they're my family, right? So I would say take action no matter what. The second thing is that see it as an opportunity. So rather than me seeing it as like a pain and a difficult thing, like I used to see a lot of things, I see it as an opportunity. It's an opportunity for me to, like I said, add value. It's an opportunity for me to kind of help my family and get them to move closer to Allah and to benefit them. So rather than seeing it as a problem, see it as an opportunity. And then the third thing is that obviously prepare. So the kind of things I'm going to be talking about is stuff that I've talked about already. Why? Because I feel like I'll be more comfortable and I'll do a better job because I know the topic. So talk about things that you know well, talk about things that you've done before as well. And then the other thing I would say is that for me, I want to always think about what's relatable for the audience. What does the audience care about? And this is the great thing about when you know your audience. I know my family, I know where we're having the talk, and I know their past and stuff. So a lot of it for me is going to be about relating to their past, to their world. Because the truth is that if you really want to influence someone, you have to change the way they think about themselves, the way they think about others, the way they think about the world. And so in order for you to do that, you have to know a little bit about them already. And so getting to know your audience is extremely important. So like I said, even though this is a difficult thing for me, I'm going to try and go there and do my best. And I think this is the last thing I would give as a tip, is that have high standards. That even though it's a difficult thing that you're doing, it doesn't mean that you have to perform poorly. And if you have that mindset from the start that, look, I'm doing this difficult thing, I don't want to do it, Allah's going to help me, and I'm going to do it to the best of my abilities. I'm going to go there and I'm going to speak in the best possible way with maximum influence and maximum benefit. Now, I don't know what's going to happen on the day, but I'm not going to let fear stop me, and I don't think you should let fear stop you. Especially when you need to speak up, especially when you can add value, especially when you can do some good for someone else. So I hope it helps, and go out and speak no matter what. Jazakallah khair for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.